Okay, so here we go, guys. We have correct these sentences. Mike and me was excited about running in the Boston Marathon, guys. So there is something I want to point out here. When you see the word me or I, people use this wrong a lot. A lot of times we want to put ourselves first. So we would say me and Mike, or a lot of people say Mike and me, like this sentence does. But I want to point out something. So if I was to draw a subject predicate line, I would draw it right here. And here's why I'm telling you this. The subject predicate line tells us what the subject is and what the predicate is. And all complete sentences have a subject and a predicate. Now, the subject is simply who or what is the sentence about. And the sentence is about Mike and me. But when it is in the subject, you don't use me. Okay? You use I. If it's in the subject, it's I. Subject I, predicate me. So me, the word me, if it said Janie was excited about going to the park with me, that would be okay because the sentence would be about Janie. Janie was excited about going to the park with me. You wouldn't say Janie was excited about going to the park with I. Doesn't sound right. So if it's in the subject, it's always going to be I. If it's in the predicate, it's me. But remember, always put the other person first. Okay? Always, always, always. All right, now for number one, there's not a whole lot else to talk about, really. We've got some capitalization you need to make sure of. So be prepared to do that. Think about what are the proper nouns in this sentence. What are the proper nouns? Because those got to be capitalized. Okay, look at number two. I can see, Hank, that you're studying hard. Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you, we do have an appositive. I'm going to spell that out right now. A positive. Now, an appositive is a fancy word for extra information. Okay? Now, this sentence could say this. I can see that you're studying hard, but they gave us extra information. I can see, Hank, that you're studying hard. So when we have that extra information, when we've directly addressed somebody in the middle of a sentence, we've got to have commas around it. So please, think about your commas. Okay, and then obviously the obvious stuff. Look at number three. Circle the words that have 4 syllables. That's pretty straightforward. Just count out the syllables as you say the word. I like to hold my fingers to my voice box, and when I hear the vibrations, that tells me how many syllables there are. Or you can do the clapping thing, like when we were little kids. Okay, let's look at number 4. Circle the cause and underline the effect. Tony was too big for his old bike, so he sold it at the flea market. Guys, it says circle the cause and underline the effect. So you need to be thinking about what caused something to happen. So if I said, I smiled at somebody walking down the hall, and he felt good for the rest of the day. So the smile was the cause. The effect was this person felt good for the rest of the day, lifted their spirits. So think about what is the cause and what was the effect of it. Okay? And then number 5, it says write a common noun for each proper noun. Guys, a proper noun, here, let me get that tool here. A proper noun is a word that has to be capitalized. You'll notice these are capitalized. Mrs. Hernandez, that's capitalized. The reason why is because that's a specific name. San Francisco is the name of a city. Okay, so those have to be capitalized. They're proper. Now, a common noun is just like any other noun. Like if I said the word bike, for example, that's just a common noun. Flea market, it's just a common noun. Nothing, it's not a specific flea market. If I said the Kansas City flea market, then you'd capitalize it because that's a specific flea market. The word Tony, that's a proper noun. That's somebody's name. You got to capitalize that. So just keep that in mind, okay? All right. Good luck.